We are tracking a breaking story out of the U.S. The New York Times has just published an anonymous opinion piece describing a, quote, resistance inside Donald Trump's administration. The newspaper says it was authored by a senior administration official.
President Trump suggests an unnamed senior official in his own administration is a traitor. That official published an anonymous article in the New York Times claiming to be part of a resistance inside the administration. The person claims to be thwarting Mr. Trump's more misguided impulses until he's out of office. The president demanded on Twitter, the Times must, for national security purposes, turn him or her over to the government at once. The paper defended the op-ed, saying it adds significant value to the public's understanding of what is going on inside the Trump administration.
The Trump administration has taken its third major step to roll back the regulations that are meant to curb the greenhouse gases that cause global warming and climate change. The Environmental Protection Agency today issued new rules making it easier for oil and gas companies to release methane, which is a particularly potent greenhouse gas.
The U.S. eastern seaboard is now feeling the wrath of Hurricane Florence. These are some of the scenes from overnight in North Carolina. Winds of up to 150 kilometers an hour tearing down much in their path. Catastrophic flash flooding swallowing up streets. Life-threatening storm surge on the coast as well. Florence is about to make landfall in North Carolina now as a Category 1 storm.
We're learning just moments ago that Paul Manafort has agreed to cooperate with the Justice Department. He is the prosecutor there, Andrew Weissman, told the judge moments ago in court that his plea agreement, Paul Manafort's plea agreement, is a cooperation agreement, and the other charges they will drop at the sentencing or at the agreement of successful cooperation.
Moment of truth. The Senate showdown between Brett Kavanaugh and accuser Dr. Christine Blasey Ford.
This hearing, nationally televised, every single network, every single broadcast network, every single cable network, all watching Dr. Christine Blasey Ford.
Today was all about Christine Blasey Ford, right? The woman who came forward first and accused Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assaults. Everyone's attention was on Dr. Ford. And she didn't just come in prepared to tell her story. She was also ready to respond to all of those people who asked, how can you even remember something that happened 35 years ago?
You are very clear about the attack, that it was Brett Kavanaugh that covered your mouth to prevent you from screaming. How are you so sure that it was he?
The same way that I'm sure that I'm talking to you right now. It's just basic memory functions. Also, just the level of norepinephrine and epinephrine in the brain.
Oh, and Dr. Ford also had a response for anyone who thought she's only here as part of her 2020 campaign.
Apart from the assault itself, these past couple of weeks have been the hardest of my life. I have been accused of acting out of partisan political motives. Those who say that do not know me. I am an independent person and I am no one's pawn. My responsibility is to tell you the truth.
So after 4 hours of Dr. Ford giving her side of the story, it was Brett Kavanaugh's turn. And I don't know if he's got something going on in his life, but he seemed really angry.
This confirmation process has become a national disgrace. You have replaced advice and consent with search and destroy. The behavior of several of the Democratic members of this committee at my hearing a few weeks ago was an embarrassment. Last-minute smears designed to scare me. I wanted a hearing as soon as possible to clear my name. I demanded a hearing.
That's right, I demanded a hearing. You didn't give it to me. I demanded it. Anyway, if you'll put me on the court now, I'm prepared to put my emotions aside and rule fairly and soberly. Yeah, I think we can all agree I know how to handle my emotions. Yes, yes.
My administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.